It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here. Mano's here.
New Mano!
And first and foremost, we do want to say a rest in peace to young Scooter and our condolences to his family.
R.I.P.
Man, that's awful.
Yes.
I've interviewed young Scooter before, and I know how much he meant, in this music business in Atlanta. And so according to these reports, they're saying that officers were dispatched to this block in southeast Atlanta. There were reports of gunfire, and they said a woman was dragged into a residence. They haven't confirmed that any of these things have happened. When officers arrived, they knocked on the door, and what the officers are saying is that a male opened the door and immediately shut the door. Police then set up a perimeter around the house. They surrounded the house. 2 men fled. One of them returned to the house. The other man jumped 2 fences, was found injured, and then he was taken to the hospital where he was pronounced deceased. So all we know is what we're getting, though, from the police officers and what we know from these reports. So we all know this is all has to be taken with a grain of salt because that's just one side of the story. But I have seen a lot of people giving their condolences. His son, Kenneth Billy Jr., posted a series of stories about his father, and he said, FAPD, I don't wish this pain on nobody. He ain't deserved this, ish. Damn, my best friend gone. And at first there were reports
on his birthday.
On his birthday, his 39th birthday. And there were reports initially that there was like shooting back and forth, but there was no shooting. So just so we know that according to police, they said there was no shooting that occurred during the incident, and the man's injury was not caused by police action.
Right.
And so what we're hearing is something about jumping over the gate.
Jumping over the fence, yeah.
And being injured that way. All right, now Lunell has apologized for making Pete Davidson uncomfortable on John Mulaney's live Netflix talk show. And here is what happened on the show.
This is what I want to know, because to me, you're just an average guy. Right. But you continuously pull all these bad bitches, right? Since I don't get it, I want to know the mystique. Now you've had Kim K, several other people. You got this little supermodel right now. Okay. And what I think, for the research and for women across America, I think that you should take me out.
If that's what it takes to stop this? Yeah.
2 comedians, and she gave a statement, though, to people, because at one point she did put her hand, and run her hand on his leg. And she said, I admit I was tickling Pete's leg during a segment of Everybody's Live with John Mulaney. I sincerely apologize. It was all done in jest. I hope Pete will forgive me, and I'm still willing to go out on a date with him if he so chooses. And I promise I won't touch him again unless he wants me to. So a rep also sent out a statement saying, by no means did Lunell want to make Mr. Davidson uncomfortable during their respective appearance. She was just being playful. So, yes. And, man, shout out to both of them. I love Lunell.
Yeah, I get it. I get the humor.
But then it's also a really sensitive time where you can't just there's this whole thing about touching somebody without them being but comfortable and people's personal space.
That sensitive, though. To that.
I don't know. I don't know if she's just doing this.
Just in case.
Yeah, just in case. Also because people might have seen it and felt uncomfortable for him. I don't know that he said he was uncomfortable, but All right. Oh, also today, One of Them Days is going to be out on Netflix.
Yeah, I like that movie.
So that is something, that people are really excited about, for people that saw that movie or haven't seen it and want to see it.
In the movie. So
me too.
Yeah, I went and supported that.
Yes, so shout out to them. So watch One of Them Days. And DDG and Bia, apparently the 2 of them have some music they did together but never dropped it. And here is allegedly what happened.
The thing about me, don't ask me to get on the song if you're gonna have a problem with how I.
No,
did you have a problem with it? He loved the verse. But more of the story is he didn't put it out because he was in a relationship and the person at the time didn't want him to put it out song with another girl. Don't let relationships get in the way of your creativity. Your business.
That's crazy that they're both artists, did a song together, and somebody did not want that song to come out. That's wild. Crazy. Yeah. But she did not say who the person was. Everybody is speculating. We don't know who it is because he's dated a couple of women who are artists as well. All right. Well, that is your Yeetie. And did you see Brittany Renner and Kevin Gates also showed up to DDG's stream?
Together?
Yes, together. And she kind of hung back. She converted to Islam because of him.
Nice.
All right, well, that's your Yeetie. When we come back, under the radar, the stories that are not necessarily in the headlines, they're flying under the radar, but you need to know about them. It's Way Up.